Christ has been raised from the dead, the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. Paul says the key word is empty. The tomb is empty. Empty, empty, empty. Empty is almost always a bad thing, whether it's an empty stomach or an empty gas tank, an empty bank account. That word crystallizes the status of humanity because we all understand that word empty. Something we're supposed to be full of, but which is lacking. That's what we call emptiness. And we all human beings throughout time have experienced that sense of emptiness, that sense of unfulfillment, that something somehow is missing. Let me read to you Billy Graham, the great evangelist's take on it. He says, "You started on the great quest the moment you were born. It was many years perhaps before you realized it, but before it became apparent that you were constantly searching for something you never had, searching for something that was more important than anything in life. Sometimes you tried to forget about it. Sometimes you attempted to lose yourself in other things. Sometimes you may have even felt that you were freed from the need to go on seeking this nameless thing. But at the loneliest moments in your life, you have looked at other men and women and wondered if they too were seeking something they couldn't describe but knew they wanted and needed. Some of them seem to have found fulfillment in marriage and family, others to achieve fame or fortune. Still others stayed at home and prospered, and you look at them, you might have thought, these people, maybe they're not on the great quest. These people have found their way. But the truth of history is you are not alone. All mankind is traveling with you, for all mankind is on this same quest. All humanity is seeking the answer to the confusion, the moral sickness, the spiritual emptiness that oppresses the entire world." Graham's right, isn't he? We don't know anybody that doesn't have that sense of emptiness. It doesn't matter whether they live in a penthouse in New York City or an outhouse in the Dominican Republic. It doesn't matter where. They still have that fundamental sense of emptiness. And if you listen closely today, you'll hear a lot of voices suggesting maybe this can fill that emptiness. Some people think it's political. If we could get rid of these oppressors, if we could get rid of the current government of Haiti and put in a true, free, uncorrupt government, then we would find that fulfillment. But you and I both know what an empty possibility that is. Some people think it's education. In fact, I've noticed in Haiti that some people have bought into the American idea that if we could just educate people, they would move past that emptiness and find fulfillment in knowledge. But there are few places on the planet that have more education and yet more emptiness than American campuses or European campuses. That doesn't remove that fundamental emptiness. It doesn't seem to fill that hole inside us. Well, other people have decided affluence. If I could just become rich and famous, that would fill the emptiness inside me. If only we could solve poverty and get everybody living a standard of life of the billionaire, then we would get rid of emptiness. But the problem with that is we know that Haitians are slightly happier than Americans. So it can't be a fluke.